I think that's too loud. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. It is kind of loud.
No.
It is for real.
And smoke break. Episode, do we want to say episode or do we want to say part? It's part 24. Smoke break. Segment. I don't like segment either. Smoke break. Number 24. In 5, 4, 3, 2, go.
Was that his son in this movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever happened to Brandon Fraser?
I think we talked about this last time. He's doing Doom Patrol right now. It's a DC TV show.
Still
Other than
don't
that,
know what that is.
he's been out of sight for a minute.
That's cool. Everybody needs a break.
So it was good, son.
Shit, I've just been chilling. What's been up with you? Nigga, you been at work?
That's it. That's literally it. I've been at work and occasionally working out, and there's a lot of laying down in between those two things.
Sounds like a good day.
I could stand to be more productive, but otherwise it's cool.
I went and did a light workout.
I'm gonna get one in here.
It was real light. It was squat, bench, deadlift. And then I ran. Then I got the fuck up out of there.
Hey man, you broke a sweat.
I did.
Any day you break a sweat is a good day. But a real sweat, like a working hard sweat, not like I'm fat and breathing sweat. Those don't count. The scorpions and spiders really just hang out like that? Because I don't believe it.
I don't know any scorpions or spiders.
Me neither.
I mean, if they had enough shit to eat, I'm sure they would be cool with each other.
Not really, man, because I've seen spiders will basically eat anything that they can fucking take down. It can be a mouse, it can be a bird. Doesn't fucking matter. If a spider thinks it can eat it, it's gonna try and fucking eat it.
I think I seen a spider eat a possum once.
That's nasty. That is a nightmare.
What else was just eating something? Camp Cannon had his iguana Slinky eat a rabbit.
I didn't know iguanas got down like that.
Hell yeah. Well, that one did.
Oh, after Tiger Woods won the Masters and we got real excited. Not excited, at least happy about him. I forgot that in my joy of seeing a brown-skinned individual like winning at some shit, I forgot about the fact that Tiger Woods doesn't really bang with the blacks.
Yeah, he does.
Nah. Nigga's got like a solid relationship with Trump, and I think he'd be happy to get that medal from him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it took a second to come back to that.
Yeah, they do like golfing together.
Yeah. It was like, that's nasty.
I mean, even Charles Barkley was like, nah, after a while, so.
He's not black, he's OJ. Nigga, okay. But in other celebrity news, 50 Cent and Tierra Marie still going at it about that 30K.
That shit's hilarious.
And she apparently told him she ain't got it and wrote a whole diss track. Yeah. I didn't listen to it because I feel like it's going to be terrible and I don't want to hear Tierra Marie music.
Yeah, it was something like that.
But after she was pushing I ain't got it, 50 Cent went out and trademarked.
Yeah,
I ain't got it. And nigga, I'm gonna need that merch.
Yeah.
I need a hoodie that just says I ain't got it.
Yeah, she's got to stop selling all that shit now because he owns it.
Goddamn.
I think she's got a warrant out for her arrest now because she didn't show up to court.
Plus, they already ruled on the case. Like, she owes that nigga 30K not because she, like, borrowed 30K and he's trying to get it back. A judge said, like, hey, pay that nigga his ducats. And she's been out publicly going, fuck that, he ain't getting shit.
Yeah, she ain't got it.
And as much as you want to fuck with 50 Cent, it's like, nigga, once a real judge tells you to pay somebody,
yeah.
If you say you ain't got it, nigga, you better show up with some court documents and a lawyer so all that shit can say you ain't got it.
Because our records say you got it.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to pay it.
I mean, we gonna need all those 37-cent Spotify checks for the 13 niggas still streaming your songs. I know you like the 13th name on the billing at random liberal arts colleges in the middle of the Midwest. We gonna need like 80% of the 12% that you getting?
Nobody give a shit about Tierra Marie.
Not at all.
50 Cent just ain't got shit to do right now.
He
and
don't.
He can just do that because he feel like it.
This nigga's pettiness inspires me a little bit. Like, if I can be that successful and that petty, like, I'm on it.
Anything's possible.
And then I want to be that petty and niggerish, and then I hear Killer Mike and T.I. speak, and it's like, oh, wow, these niggas are really trying to get shit accomplished. I feel like I should be a better person.
Nah.
And then I'm going to bookmark the I ain't got it merchandise as soon as it comes up. Need I ain't got it hoodie just so I can point at that shit anytime somebody asks me for some shit. Hey, Sandy, you think you can just point at it?
I ain't got it. That Galaxy Fold is doing real good.
It's doing fantastic.
Shit's hilarious.
Who the fuck thought a folding screen would be a good idea?
The people at Samsung, which was just the people that got fired from Gucci, probably.
Nah, they not that out there.
Sure they are.
But
It's all the same group
Samsung
of
did just
people.
have the Note a few years back that was just catching fire on niggas. So, you know, they stumble along the path, but eventually they will come up with some good shit.
When?
But screens aren't good for folding. I thought it would just be like split screen, like seamlessly integrated split screen. Like a fucking Nintendo DS, like this side's the top, this side's the bottom. You can touch this one just shows you shit. But both of them are touchscreen. Why the fuck would you make one single screen and fold it and think, yeah, this will be alright? Like, nigga, anything you fold gets a crease.
Everything you fold gets a crease.
Nigga, a screen got a crease, nigga. I feel like somebody came up with this and it was dope as fuck, like, conceptually. And then that was it.
I didn't think it was going to work.
Whoever came up with that, he was like the Diddy of making phones. Like, just standing over a nigga's shoulder like, yo, put that sound in it. He's just in the background like, hey, see that big ass screen? Our phones are getting too big. Fold that shit up like a book. And then he left. Like, hey, but I don't think we can just make it happen. And he dipped off.
Well, he should have stayed.
He should have.
Should have stayed and
God. I enjoyed these mummy movies way more than the fucking Tom Cruise ones.
Wait, Tom Cruise had more than one?
Oh, the Tom Cruise one. It's
Yeah,
supposed to be
that
a part
one
of
was.
Dark Universe, and I don't think it's gonna, you know, get that cinematic universe off the fucking ground.
I don't know. But yeah, I fucked with these.
It's like, hey, what happens whenever you let Tom Cruise like star in it and low-key direct it and handle rewrites? Pause. Nigga, what? Like, no, that sounds like a bit much. Tom Cruise is a great actor. I love watching Tom Cruise run from shit and punch like way bigger dudes in the face because he's nothing but like 5'3", 106 pounds and jump away from explosions. It's my favorite shit ever, nigga. I love the Mission Impossible movies.
Surely he's bigger than that.
But I don't need, you'll never fucking know. That shit is like a state secret. You will never know who killed JFK for real, who shot Tupac, and how tall Tom Cruise is. This nigga will switch shit up like every 17 minutes. We believe he's as tall, but we've never seen this nigga outside of platform shoes and standing on apple carts and shit.
No, I haven't.
The Jack Reacher movies, the actual Jack Reacher character was like 6'5", 260 or some goofy shit. And like, who can we get to play this giant badass? Tom Cruise. I know he's like a whole foot and some change shorter, but the gravity of his persona will make up for that extra foot in height and 100 pounds in weight.
Yeah, if you watched it, it worked.
It did. I enjoyed the first one. The second one, was more like, we know we're not getting a third one, so let's just fuck it.
Nah, I didn't receive no gear. Just by the time I walked.
I have a hat. He gave me one of the hats they had there, so I'll give you the hat back if you want it.
The hell is this?
Yeah, just, you know, when I walked down the steps.
Kawhi Leonard laughs.
I know that. You know, just.
Both wins.
That's my favorite shit
I
ever.
mean, it depends who I'm guarding.
Because this is a back-to-back honor, please.
Cause you know I'm a cool guy.
I'll play it for
You're playing for me. Now, will you be
It was the
playing
nigga's
me?
face
Playing
while
for
he
me?
was
Okay,
laughing.
good.
Guess I laugh and smile all day. Moment, yes. For me to tell you about myself,
There
I
we
just
go.
can't give you a whole spiel. I don't even know where you sitting at. Like.
The nigga's face doesn't change when he laughs.
It doesn't. That's hilarious.
That
My bad.
That's what serial killers do, nigga. Like, he forgot to change up his whole face, but he knew, like, a nigga's a robot. His brain said, cue the laugh. And then the rest of his body didn't catch up. This nigga just, like, blank facing you. Like, nah. Like, that shit's all supposed to work together. It's like you and Mark Zuckerberg. Like, I can tell whenever robots are trying to piece together human behavior, nigga. And it's not working out for you.
Oh, it's Elon Musk.
Oh, Lord. What's this nigga doing now?
Oh, no. I'm just saying that's the robot you're talking about.
Oh, God. This nigga. Apparently him and Tesla have like a week to get their shit together with the SEC. I don't really know what all that means, but this is the only billionaire I've seen tell somebody like, fuck you, pedophiles, on Twitter, and then just dip off. Would you just call a nigga a pedophile because he raised like a valid point?
Yep. Just call him a pedophile. He's got all the pedophile must have a Tesla.
No, it's like the pettiness of Elon Musk and Jerry Jones lets me know the billionaires are regular people too. Like the way Jerry Jones just doesn't give a fuck about anything. It's like somehow you got money. And like the more money you got, the less fucks you gave, and you have no problem letting other people know it.
Still.
Yes. And then Elon Musk, like this nigga's supposed to be a genius, but a nigga raised a valid point. Like, I don't think that the machinery you built is capable of doing that. And shut up, pedophile. Like, all right. I mean, once you get to the name calling and you call a nigga a pedophile, you can't really come back from that. Call somebody a pedophile, like the conversation doesn't just continue rationally after that. Let's get out of here, pedophile. Fuck you. Like, that's how that goes.
Is that there's an inherent subsidy in any oil burning device, any power plant or car is fundamentally consuming the carbon capacity of the oceans and
He's
atmosphere.
a fucking robot, nigga, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Or just say atmosphere for short. So like you can say, like, okay, there's a certain
Look, man.
probability.
He just looks down and
something bad happening.
The brain.
past a certain carbon concentration.
We'll say the brain is
in the
like a computer,
atmosphere.
but in reality, computers
And
are like the
such.
brain. Like, we model them after ourselves. But if the brain is like a computer, my nigga, the brain only has so much computing power. So whenever it comes to anybody who's a genius in something, never talk to these niggas. Because Kanye has been weird for forever. Musically, fucking genius. Conversation with him, the nigga has always made you slightly uncomfortable. Same shit with this nigga. Kawhi might be one of the best basketball players in the world. Ask this nigga if he's a regular human being. Yeah, I'm a fun guy. I don't have like a whole spiel for you. I don't even. Like, nigga just started laughing without moving his face. His brain only has so much computing power. Basketball. Answer this question. Where is this nigga? Everybody else is laughing. I should laugh. Fuck, I forgot to move my face. Like, that's what happened with him.
Lips curl.
Push out air. Elon Musk. This nigga can't talk about genius level shit and look like a human being at the same time. Just don't fucking work. It's okay, man. It makes my day better.
Robots?
No. Genius level niggas that can't process regular shit.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you're human, but you're not like us. Your brain is occupied with some other shit. I want to talk to niggas who like, I know 6 languages and I earned 4 PhDs before I hit 22. It's like, I want to see you like talk to niggas at a party. Like, that's my new reality show, is just watching smart niggas try and do regular shit.
First major drug distribution company, former executive, criminally charged in opioid crisis.
Oh.
Can you do that? You just arrest one day. Like, he's going to go down for it?
No.
It's kind of fucked up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read into that. But my initial reaction is, I'm not going down for everybody.
Nearly
That's
60 doctors, other medical workers charged in federal opioid sting. Apparently these niggas were just acting like drug dealers, and it finally caught up to them. Yeah, federal prosecutors are charging 60 doctors, pharmacists, medical professionals, and others in connection with alleged opioid pushing and healthcare fraud. Like, these niggas were just out here.
I mean, why not?
Involved more than 350,000 prescriptions for controlled substances and more than 32 million pills. The equivalent of a dose of opioids for every man, woman, and child across Ohio. I'm sad that they named these states.
Of course.
Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, and West Virginia. Like, nigga, why you gotta put us out there?
Was that you I was talking to? Like, I was watching something. There's a kid in Ohio or Virginia in these steel mill towns or coal mine towns, and his mom's on heroin somewhere, and his dad beats him if he even knows his dad at all. Those places really exist. And I was like, yeah, nigga. I'm right in these motherfucking places. Like, and then I was like, people really think those places just don't exist. And I'm like, nigga.
Do they?
I was born in those places. I'm still in those places.
I drive by those places. Sometimes I work in those places. Sometimes I see those families. Occasionally you'll hear that story and you want to look at somebody like, nigga, I don't even know you. Why would you tell me your whole tragic ass backstory? Do you want a hug now? Like, I don't know what to do with this.
Right.
Hey, man, just take it one day at a time. Like, that's all I got for you.
I didn't even know I was poor till I seen other people's shit. Like,
True.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know that was a bad thing. I'll just keep my stories to myself then.
Yeah. It's like you go to a work meeting and they tell you, like, hey, don't share what goes on here to the other stores. Like, we don't want our business out there like that. You're like, all right, cool. But then you go there and somebody else either didn't get that memo or didn't give a fuck about it. And you're like, oh, that's why they told me to shut the fuck up, because these motherfuckers ain't gonna be getting visits for the next few weeks. Like, niggas are getting fired at your spot. Like, I don't know whether if I should, like, grab some popcorn and just sit back and listen to this shit, or if I should be like, hey, shut the fuck up. Like, I don't even work there and I know you fucking shit up. But nah, shit's crazy.
People are dying.
Oh yeah, no, doctors are pushing drugs like crazy. Is that something we didn't know?
I knew. Everybody who's got drugs is pushing it like crazy.
Yeah, like, you haven't seen doctors just... First off, pharmaceutical companies, like, trying to get these drugs out into the public can just go straight to doctors and then offer doctors money to push... You getting offered money to push some shit, nigga. That's street level drug dealing right there.
Yeah.
You go sell this shit, here's your cut, come back, re-up, nigga. Like, it's not new.
She don't look like she's sad about it.
Hell no, she ain't. She look like she's still arguing with police about, like, no, they were fucking up, and so, yeah.
Yeah. She definitely tried to justify putting her kids in cages.
Hey, nigga, this is an auditory medium. Nigga, you might have to explain to the people what you talking about.
Oh, parents arrested in California after toddler sons found in cages. And her mugshot looks like, whatever, my dad's gonna get us out of here.
I didn't tell you about it. The lesbian couple that her and her wife drove the kids off a fucking cliff because I guess they were looking into whether they were abusing the kids or not. And they just said, fuck it. Jennifer Hart drove her 6 children to their deaths as her wife looked up how much they would suffer. She was basically Googling, like, suicide. How?
Oh, really?
Like, easiest form of suicide. Comma, painless. Like, yeah. And look at this.
And so driving off a cliff was... Oh, yeah. She didn't even slow down. She had them all drugged up on Sudafed and shit. Yeah.
And the kids were reporting abuse and running to neighbors and shit. And they went to like 6 different fucking states. And there's no national database for shit like that. So if you just like, oh man, I fucked up my kids and niggas know about it in Indiana, let me drive 20 minutes to Ohio and nobody will ever know. Like, we can start all over again.
You'll never make it. Whoa.
How easily can I overdose on over-the-counter medications? Can 500 milligrams of Benadryl kill a 125-pound woman? How long does it take to die from hypothermia while drowning in a car? You'll die from drowning first. Like, you don't have to worry about hypothermia. One of her last searches was for a no-kill dog shelter. Just to let you know where this white woman's head was at.
Hey, she didn't... The black kids can die, but not the dog.
I got this rainbow coalition of black and brown children in the back seat.
That's hilarious.
But I need to know my dog's going to be taken care of. That is fucked up.
Everybody's riding their own horse, man.
Driver got intoxicated to build her courage, because apparently, you need some bourbon there, some Benadryl before you just decide, fuck it.
Yeah, nigga, you're not gonna drive off a cliff sober.
Oh, just speed up and then 20 degrees to the left. You ain't got to think about it for too long. I don't know. I've never committed suicide before.
I need to go on a brisk 15-minute walk, close all my rings, nigga.
I'm gonna do some push-ups.
Oh,
the game wants black people is jumping in a complete opposite direction. The game, the rapper, wants to move back, or black people to move back to Africa, basically to prove a point to white America. I just want to say, first off, because people don't respect the black dollar, the black vote, the black opinion,
the black woman,
niggas, period. And I just want to say, I think we've talked about this before. I was
watching Beyonce, that's why I said the black woman. Yeah, but okay.
I still don't get why white people are trying to get rid of niggas in America, because you tried everything. Slavery, murder, rape. You chopped off limbs. You lynched niggas for fun. We stuck around. At this point, we're not going anywhere. I don't really know what to, you're going to have to do more than keep endorsing Kate Smith's shitty version of God Bless America, knowing she did Pickaninny Heaven and God Bless all the little darkies and all that bullshit. You're going to have to do more than call me a nigga for me to pack up my shit and, hey, let's try Africa. I pass. First off, no, not going back to Africa. I might visit. I might want to see what that shit's about. But let's be honest. I don't know my father, and I don't fuck with my mom's side of the family, so I'm not really looking for where my ancestors came from 3,000 years ago.
Why not?
Because I haven't talked to the niggas in Mississippi and Louisiana. So I don't think Africa is going to be super high on my list. Damn, I got a great-grandmother that's still alive, but let me go see what my tribe used to do 3,000 years ago. No, the shit don't look the same. Nigga, your people ain't here. Your people left. They never came back. Well, they got...
Yeah.
They went somewhere else. They were relocated for a long-term internship overseas in the hopes of better prospects. And second off, we wouldn't just go to Africa and be cool, nigga. We would be the white people of Africa gentrifying black and brown neighborhoods. As Americans, we don't know shit about other cultures, even African ones, despite the fact that we love to dance and wear colorful bullshit every time a movie like Black Panther comes out. We wouldn't go there and learn the customs and be respectful to the region and to the people and to the history. Be over there complaining about how hot shit is, how dry it is, why niggas are speaking weird languages, and nigga cut them off in traffic and clicked at them for 90 seconds and shit. What's up with all this food? Nigga, you ain't got no Chinese spot. Why is this nigga trying to get me to eat bugs and shit? Why is everybody wearing loafers? This warlord's trying to press me into joining his child army. I don't appreciate that shit. And then he gave me an 8-ball and an AK-47 and said, hey, come here. No, hard pass. My bad. That took a turn. But for real.
Yeah, Beyonce's dad and former manager announces new bio-musical Survivor. The Destiny. Eminem launches merchandise collection.
Is he doing the shit with Beyonce? Because if he's not doing it with Beyonce, we don't. As a Beyonce fan, we don't really treat that nigga like he's still in the cut. We appreciate what he did to get her here, but it seems like he's not.
Did Justin Bieber perform at Coachella?
I think so.
That's cool.
But I don't give a fuck. But good for him.
How they gonna get rid of Jesse out of Empire?
I stopped watching Empire so fucking long ago. After the first season I was out, and then they had a random black celebrity of the week. I'm pretty sure Tom Hanks' shitty rapping kid was on there. Well, not shitty rapping kid. He's only got one kid that raps and he's shitty. That nigga was on there. I saw D-Ray dying. I think he came back and he died again. That shit went full soap opera, and I'm oh, I'm cool. After drip, drip, drop. Drip, drippity, drop. And the gay nigga got put in the trash can. I didn't stick around. Once the oldest son started battling his bipolar / borderline personality disorder, And this white girl was like, oh shit, this nigga's really crazy. I don't think I should be here. Like, I didn't pay much attention.
Me neither.
I think all that shit happened in the first season.
There is a Beyonce Before I Let Go challenge. I'm not really sure.
That's cool. I didn't need a new poppy version of Before I Let Go. Have you listened to Frankie Beverly and Maze Before I Let Go?
Yeah.
I didn't need a new version. I was perfectly fine with that shit. I mean, Beyonce did it. I'm not gonna shit on it. And especially if the first thing I hear is Beyonce harmonizing and then it's, take heed, fuck these niggas up. I'm like, that probably shouldn't go in Before I Let Go by Frankie Beverly and Maze. Like, we.
You know what? You're right. It does say, take you, fuck these niggas up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it goes into Before I Let, like, you want to know what? Like, one of these things doesn't. It was well done. It came together way better than I would have expected. Especially with that nigga doing production. But it's like, all right.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't even listen to it all the way through just because. Yeah, I know the song.
But Lemonade came out on like other platforms and it was the first time I heard the original version of Sorry, like the demo. And I'm like, oh shit. Like, this is nice. But who the fuck heard this? And then the other version came out. Like, what? I'd have just heard that shit and be like, damn, that's cool as fuck if that's the vibe you're going for. But somebody heard that shit and be like, nah.
Take heed, fuck these niggas up.
Exactly. Like, we need to switch this shit up. We need to up the tempo. We need to make this shit not sound as like haunted, sad, but more like upbeat. Fuck this nigga. Like, you can't skip in heels and bash in random cars with a baseball bat like she did in the video to the original demo version.
Yeah, everybody's riding their own horse, but whoever made that change was smart. Because I couldn't get through that version of Sorry.
What, the one that actually came out or the original?
The original.
Ah, I did. I liked it.
Nah, couldn't get
It
through
was weird hearing it after you heard the other version.
That's why I couldn't get
They
through
just
it.
hired this nigga to be big in African in movies for like a solid 15 years, and I'm pretty sure he was Killer Croc in Suicide Squad.
Speaking of Africans, that's fucked up.
What?
I didn't know that was him. But
I can't tell you that nigga's name for shit. He's also the
why
one
don't they start hiring Africans to play Africans?
Because that's not fun. You didn't know? All Egyptians were white people with British accents. They weren't actually people in Africa.
Nigga had a conversation at work with Scott. Scott's cool, man. I like he's funny as shit. Like, he's an ally. But you know how my head explodes? Like, you see a Chinese person with an Australian accent.
Uh-huh.
You know how I know it's problematic. Yeah, like Idris Elba, I still think he's faking that. Like,
Yeah, whenever you see niggas with like French and
Yes.
English accents.
But
that's
I've
crazy.
never seen a black Australian, and I've never heard one. And when I think of a black Australian, I think of dirty Aborigine people walking around like loincloths and gray, dirty, dusty hair. And I was like, they still have black people in Australia. Are you sure?
It's like they have them down there.
I don't know.
But I also think of the Aborigines. and
Yeah,
shit.
okay, so it's not just me.
it's not just you.
Okay, I was like, nah, if there's black people there, they just going on walkabouts. And it's like World War One. I don't know what movie I seen.
It's like, oh shit, where are you from? From London, mate. Like, fuck, I knew you wasn't from here. It's like, oh shit, where are you from? Florida, nigga. Like, damn, I'm gonna find an original black Australian. They've got to be out there. I'm gonna look on Instagram.
Hey,
Hashtag Black Australians.
Scott was telling me I'm fucked up. Like that's fucked up. And I could hear him. He started Googling and look, nope. It will come up with the Gerard Butler dude, Renee Zellweger.
Gerard Butler isn't even Australian.
Maybe.
No, nigga's like, man, Scottish or some shit.
There's no black people. Like, even if you Google it. I'm dead that serious.
No, man, you go ahead. I'm gonna look on Instagram. It's like Black Australians. First thing I see is Joe Budden Fits, and yes, I do follow that on Instagram because he just finds Joe Budden wearing the shittiest. Look at here, nigga, you can't wear dirty wife beaters for like 6 years, and I think niggas are gonna pay attention whenever you just start wearing like Kangos and capri pants with loafers, nigga.
That's true. Yeah, I told you Tierra wasn't gonna make it to work that day. The next day.
Australian black marlin. I'm pretty sure it's a fish. Black Australian shepherd.
Yep, that's a dog.
That's a dog. Black Australian people. I'm gonna look that up. Australian tiny house people. 1 Road Street, Black Rock, Australia. Like, no, that's a specific location.
You still look, because it just don't pop up.
Black Australians. Black Australians. Hashtag Black Australians. Only 295 posts. I just see the back of a chick's head and she got micro braids. Okay, that nigga looks Aborigine. She mad light skin.
Told you.
Okay, I see like a regular looking black person. Let's look. Melanin Australian. That's a hashtag. All right. Okay, 67 posts. Fuck. Okay, there aren't many of them, but they do exist, allegedly. That nigga look mad African. He an import like a motherfucker.
Nigga, I'm telling you.
Some of these niggas just look African and some of them look like problematic light-skinned niggas.
I told you.
Wait, they got Australian basketball team? Because if they do, that's real fun. Nah. Because they're going to be niggas from somewhere else.
I told you, nigga.
There are niggas in Australia. It's not that many of them, though. I'm going to look into this. I'm going to have something for you next week.
Nah, nigga.
I'm going to just
do
do a screenshot of all these
motherfuckers,
hashtags.
Because I won't believe you unless you are taking the selfies yourself. Like, ha, told you. Other than that, it did not exist now.
It's going to be a new segment. I'm going to just be Skyping with niggas from Australia as part of the fucking podcast.
Yeah, because now you're like, you know what? Yeah, now you're thinking about it.
They got to be out there.
Yeah, they are out there. They are out there on walkabouts with no electricity and shit. They leave them niggas alone.
Nah, man. They out there. Why is that nigga's brain beating?
Because that's why Darkies were born.
That was the name of her song. Okay. And I don't know if she was trying to be progressive or just like mad condescending. I bet you back in her day, like Kate Smith was a champion for niggas. Like picking any heaven, like got some niggas they freedom or some shit in the 1930s.
You see that new Will Smith movie? It's going to be a banger.
You mean Looper without time travel?
What if we take Will Smith movie?
What if we take out the time machine and put in a cloning machine? Like, oh shit. They having too much fucking fun with de-aging niggas, all right? I don't need to see Fresh Prince era Will Smith battle fucking I Am Legend Will Smith.
Why not? It's a good fucking time. I enjoyed the preview.
Or that After Earth Will Smith, because that nigga was mad sad.
I liked After... Am I the only nigga that liked After Earth?
I didn't hate it.
I don't know why Jaden Smith put the accent on that.
It's like, we need a future accent, and he just pulled that shit out of his ass. And
I enjoyed After Earth.
I could watch it back then. Like, sometimes you watch some shit, and then you like later you might look back and be like, I ain't know no better.
Nigga, I can watch that shit now.
Undercover Brother's still one of my favorite movies.
Yes.
I can acknowledge it's not a great movie, but I love every piece of it.
Yeah, I still watch Soul Plane. Soul Plane's still my shit.
I ain't seen Soul Plane in like 15 years, nigga, I'll be honest.
Nigga, if I'm doing a good one, or if my bow is loud, I still say, so loose. That's still comes from Kevin Hart.
I will say So Loose. I honestly forgot where the fuck it came from.
Yep. When he's on the plane.
All right, man, I got a question. Because I was listening to some shit the other day. So we know Sci the Prince used to write for Kanye West. Granted, by the time he started writing for him, he was doing shit like Yeezus. And I'm like, I don't know how much credit you really get for that. But I was listening to that side off his debut album, No Dope on Sundays. And I'm sitting there thinking like...
That was his debut album?
He had mixtapes and... like Victory Lap was Nipsey Hussle's first album. It's like, I've heard like 8 projects from this nigga. I can't...
Yeah.
This is his first quote unquote album, but this ain't his first shit. But I wonder if Sci wrote that side by himself. Like, he's written for Kanye. I wonder if this nigga was sitting at a desk writing a dope ass back and forth, like for himself.
Probably.
That'd be dope as shit. It's like, I'm gonna say this shit, and this nigga gonna come in, he gonna say this shit. I'm like, you ain't even need that nigga in the room for that?
I don't remember if you didn't think Russell Wilson was gonna get his contract, but he did. And buying his offensive line, those stocks was the most gangster shit I've seen in a long time.
Okay, all right. Look, he bought him like $12,000 in Amazon stock. That's cool. That's like 6 shares of Amazon a piece, which is a lot, but like
nigga, you got that for free. Amazon, if you don't sit on them for
like $2,000 a piece,
15, 20 years, you stupid as fuck.
I'm gonna give me one. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just take my savings and get 1 share of Amazon. See how
Sean
that
Diddy
shit works
Combs
out.
reveals the last words Kim Porter said to him before she died. Okay, I'm gonna click on it. Hey, you forget them twins is grown now almost.
Probably.
I mean, when they had them.
Healthy Greens is working on my bowels, nigga. So loose. Go ahead.
Puffy take care of my babies.
Oh, that's good. That's a solid one.
Yeah.
You probably text back some shit like, hey, what? And you just never get a response. You thought about what you want your last words to be?
No.
I didn't, but I don't know, man. I want it to be like half a sentence, and then niggas never know.
Hey,
Hey, nigga, the password
all
is...
the money is.
Pop, pop?
Psych. And then just die. I told you what old girl's mama said to her on the
Yeah,
act.
that was a good one.
I know it was hard raising us and loving. You made it impossible.
Yeah, if you have the option to traumatize your kids with your last words, do it. And you know, our generation, nigga, this is a hashtag generation. Like somebody's gonna record their final moments saying some terrible shit, and it's like hashtag this post, and it just died. Like, is it? Made these niggas cry one last time. I don't know why that's the dying sound, but
Simba and Nala was probably related.
yeah, that's what people don't realize whenever it comes to lions. Like, I get it. Originally, The Lion King was like a story about Africans, but it's hard to sell Africans. So
Bill Murray.
it's not hard to sell Africans, but because the niggas sold Africans for quite some times. It's hard to sell a story about Africans as entertainment.
Stupid.
So, like, what do? Let's make the niggas lions and have them played by Matthew Broderick and Jeremy Irons. What about the lion that's actually played by a black dude? Kill him in the first 12 minutes.
Kill him.
One of the most heartbreaking scenes in an animated movie. It's gonna be this and the scene from Up when you see the nigga's wife die. Like, somehow they did that shit in like 3 minutes. Like, oh, word, they met each other, they fell in love, here's a montage of their life. Here's this bitch realizing she can't have kids, she gets cancer, she dies, now this nigga's just old and bitter by himself. Enjoy the rest of the movie with those tears in your eyes. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, why would you do this in a child's movie? Bastards. I know that list is out there too. They're just terrible shit in children's movies.
World Championship tag is back. But
that's the dumbest shit I've ever seen, and I love it.
yeah, I enjoy it.
Or you just see like a bullshit parkour like set. It's like, what is it? We got some steps over here, we got some rails over here, we built like half a jungle gym, and niggas are just gonna be shaking each other in empty space. It's the goofiest shit ever, and it's fantastic. Oh, nigga, I watched $1 Million Mile. Nobody ever wins. Nobody ever wins anything.
No.
Those niggas, I think one person
No, I haven't seen anybody make shit.
got like $25K. I think maybe one person had like the $50,000 safeguard.
Well, you did better than me.
But
'cause
those-
I ain't seen the shit.
It's like, what is it? We take regular people who just like go to the gym as like a hobby and love staying in shape, and we put them up against. You didn't know there were world-class obstacle course runners? Well, there are, and we got them. Like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, I've been top 3 in the world running the Spartan course for the last 7 years. Like, nigga, what? What are you gonna do? I'm gonna stop a regular motherfucker from winning money. That's it.
It's my
like,
dream.
if I was in good enough shape, I would love to do that shit. Might do it for fucking free. Like, what do? I stop niggas from getting money on camera. They just come
Shut
up.
their dreams down.
They come up with their hopes and their dreams, and I give them like a 5-minute head start, and I just fucking chase them down. I'm like Michael Myers in spandex, nigga. Like, you not getting past me. It's beautiful. It's some of my favorite shit.
Nobody's ever won it.
I love watching Dream Crushers. Like, I need that as a TV show. Dream Crushers. What do? We find niggas trying to accomplish it, and we just smack it out their hands.
Fuck that shit up.
Spent years wondering how I can make the perfect souffle, and just fucking kick in a door and smack
Finally
that shit
got
on
it.
the ground.
Thought you had it,
Just
bitch.
walk up on them like, bam, and then it just fucking deflates, and you're like, oh no. Like, yeah, bitch. Dream Crushers, season 2, and you just back out the room.
Did you see the Nipsey Hussle getaway driver chick.
No.
They got him switching seats and shit. And she talking about, I ain't know.
Nah.
I
told you I never bought that shit. So you gonna, hey man, drive me up here. So you got a crazy nigga. He got the gun on him. He tell you to park in the alley. You hear gunshots and you nah. There's so many points in the story to where like, bitch ain't
but
none
I guess
of this
it's on
makes sense.
video. But, hey, cars and motorcycles backfiring. That shit's stupid. Like when they do it on purpose.
Oh, okay. If they doing it on purpose, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, they're doing it on purpose. Shit.
See, that nigga ain't even got he ain't got no lips. She kissing right now. You know he tastes terrible.
She put her thumb in his brain.
Nigga, that's gross. You're disgusting, and I love it. Oh God, what is it? You ain't really made love to somebody till that bitch is massaging your brain mid-stroke. It's the greatest feeling. Did we already tell niggas we watching the mummy movie? Because otherwise, this shit just gets real random. Some shit I came up with working in the food service industry, I suppose. Motherfuckers love calling in and talking to niggas that make minimum wage and being complete and utter assholes. But then after the fact, they wonder if somebody's gonna do something to their food. It's like, nah, nigga, you probably should have thought of that before you went full dickhole on somebody that really don't give a fuck about your life. But also, call me crazy, spitting in somebody's food is either way too far or nowhere near far enough. There is like no, like what is it? Motherfucker talk to me like I was stupid.
You know he's spitting in people's food though.
I hallelujah and they shit. Like, nah, I could never do that. It's
don't
like,
do
nigga,
that.
you went too far. You probably should have just talked shit back on the phone.
Nah.
I know as a customer you shouldn't do that.
But you being in the
But you
position
check
you
somebody
in,
immediately. Like,
being like super calm is probably the ultimate mind fuck when dealing with somebody's food.
oh no, you stay calm, but you just like check shit immediately. And the shit that I know people hate, it's like whenever they like mid-rant, just start talking like nothing happened while they're still talking. It's like, I'm just going to keep doing this until, did you shut up? Okay, now you can hear what I'm saying. And this is how this shit's going to go.
Oh no, I let him finish. When I answer the phone and somebody's mad, I just let him finish. And then give him like 10 to 15 seconds. Are you there? Oh, what's your name? Like, I'll let you do all that shit. I'll let you keep going.
That's my favorite shit.
And my shit, in my ride. So you probably like, and my pizza was blah, blah. And you let him go and I just stay quiet.
The passive aggressive silence where somebody says some shit and they just go quiet like I'm supposed to fill in this space.
Nope.
I'll give you like a solid 40 seconds.
Oh no.
Hello?
I'll give him like
I'm here. What can
15,
I do for
20
you?
seconds.
What you got? Oh no, because at that point I feel like it's a competition. Like you're trying to out silence me. You can't. I don't want to talk to you to begin with. Like you can't win this.
Sometimes, hey, when somebody's going real good, it's click.
Oh, and then
a slow motion the phone down, so you know I deliberately did that shit.
Call back. Like, did you hang up on me?
Yes.
Yes. It's like you were cursing. I don't have to deal with that. Is there something that I can do for you to resolve this issue? I don't have to sit here while you yell at me. Like
people hate that.
It's not what I do.
It's a good time for me though.
My favorite shit.
So after you get done yelling, you still need your ride? All right. See what I can do now.
I will never forget.
Like my own mama waits hours for rides, so
I'll never forget. Like, is that your answer? Is that the answer you're gonna give me? Yeah, we were too busy. That happens on Friday nights sometimes. You have the number for corporate? I hate when people ask me that question because even if I'm not trying to be a dick, I gotta say, like, you gotta Google it. Like, I don't know it. We don't keep it on tap. Like, I can look under.
It's in the bathroom.
Paper in the back that says like frequently asked questions. That number ain't on there, so
like it's
go. You gotta look that up.
It's on a poster in the bathroom, and I'm not going in the bathroom.
Nah, but nah, man. As far as like the spitting in food shit, like you went too far. You did that. You went too far.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing somebody can say to you like, all right, no, you're foul. You're foul as fuck. Like whoever works with you, like the nigga dipping his balls in pizza sauce, like yo,
that's
like,
not
nigga,
cool either.
At any point in time, if you got to wipe pizza sauce off your balls, you went too far. Yep. No matter what you were doing, whether if it was a good time or you're trying to fuck somebody over, anytime you got a wet wipe and you're getting red sauce off your nuts, you had too much fun or you got too much hate in your heart. And then, anytime I could justify like spitting in your shit, it's got to be personal. Like what happened? That motherfucker keyed my car. Like that motherfucker got in a fist fight with my mom and won. Like, because if you lose, like nigga, I can't embarrass you past that. Like, she got you. I know she old, but she had hands in the 80s, and occasionally it's like a dementia patient. Like, she forgot she was 70 and just came up on you. You didn't see it coming. You weren't ready for that.
You had no idea.
But nah, it's like, nigga, just it's not far enough. Like, anytime I could justify doing some shit like that, I would have fought you like long before. And, oh, word? Just fucking throw the apron over my shoulder and just, you can catch one in the lobby. Like, if I ever feel like I need to go that far,
we're doing this.
You already got your ass beat.
Bitches.
Nah. But it's a good time. I just love sometimes being big as fucking black because niggas have that energy on the phone and niggas walk in with that energy and then you see me and I'm not even gonna be pissed. I'm like, yeah, nigga, now what? You want that pizza? We can go do that. You want these hands? We can do that too. Like,
so which one are we doing?
This can go two ways. You can get your money, you can get some product, or you can get these hands. You don't want these hands, then you check your
choice is yours.
Nothing ever feels better than telling somebody to either A, check their tone, or B, like, I don't have to sit here while you talk to me like that. I love the you can't talk to me like that shit because it sounds so proper and passive, but it's also like, nigga, you know what this is. Like, cut that out. Like, stop it.
You don't want no smoke for real.
There's nothing better than hanging up on a motherfucker and then they show up in person and it's still like, yeah, don't do that. Like, I don't, you can yell at me in person, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm like, motion to the customer behind you and take care of that shit. I'm gonna ask you to step to the side.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Nah, man.
Kim Jong-un leaves for summit with Putin.
That sounds like a terrible time.
What are these motherfuckers up to?
Something horrible. Somebody's committing a war crime right now, nigga. All right. We talked about it on the last episode, and I think I figured it out. This is a big deal. First, I'm going to do this. My next step, peace in the Middle East. I'm going to draft some shit. I solved abortion.
No, you didn't.
We got to start bandersnatching people. Make it interactive. When one goes in for an abortion, we pick one person at random to decide, like, hey, you decide if the kid lives, or we don't want to say, like, thumbs down like a nigga at a Roman Coliseum, like, no, murder him. You can just abstain from voting, you know, and the little nigga don't make it. But if you save that baby, you're like the lifeline on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. You're like a step parent. You're not like full-blown daddy, but you're not godparent, because your godparent can disappear for like 15 years and then they come back like, oh shit, it's you. Oh shit, it's you too. You used to know my mama back in the day. Like, that's not a real thing. You get like an equal say in decision making and partial financial responsibility, but that kid's like your Sims character or like a Tamagotchi.
I remember Tamagotchis.
You can get them a pool or a guitar. It's like paint their room different colors. Sign them up for a summer camp. Decide what church they go to. Like, oh shit, this nigga's a Buddhist now. Drop him off at the temple. Like, you get to do shit like that. You can decide the little nigga's college if they make it through high school. Choose electives and shit. What's up? You gonna be a doctor? I want to be an accountant. You're gonna be a doctor. I'm getting my money back. Like, that's just it. That's how we solve that shit.
Yeah,
every time somebody like, oh, we're doing this abortion bill. All right. Treat it like a restaurant. Take this pager with you. Like, what? Whenever it flashes red, we need you to come back because you've got some shit to do. What's up? Little nigga needs cleats. He's trying to run track. Like, okay. Mm-hmm. Give me some money, nigga. It's like $90 for those shoes. Well, you don't need that shit. But I don't understand. It's not my A, nigga. You chose. You decided the little nigga was gonna make it. Ugh. You gotta feed him. This nigga needs protein bars and peanut butters. He's trying to bulk up. Football's coming up.
Speaking of bulking up, how do I get my IPF card?
You what?
My pro powerlifting card.
I don't know.
Do I just pay $55 and I'm in?
I don't know how that works. Do you just gotta go like lift some shit in front of some niggas?
Yeah, and then some people might want to sponsor you.
I need my IBF card. All right, come with me. You see those kegs? Lift them up, run 30 yards with them, and then throw them over your shoulder as high as you can. And then push a sled back.
I don't want to do that. I said the powerlifting. I want to do 3 exercises. That's it. You can do strongman and shit by yourself. Oh, and the fucking Mexico border militia.
You want your card? All right, cool. You see that big ass rock over there? That's not decoration. That's an Atlas stone. It's 300 pounds. You pick that up, carry 30 yards. You set it on top of that Chevy.
3 times.
Then you in. But no, what happened?
When I hear about this militia shit at the borders, I'm What do you first think of?
Wait. Is a militia at the border? Because I thought it was like actual U.S. troops. If it's a militia,
No,
I'm thinking it's
no.
racist white dudes with guns
Every time, right?
just trying to murder Mexicans.
Why?
Because I saw like
Why is that always their thing?
like Mexican troops are de-arming. I'm like, oh, where like they snatching shit from the U.S. military, nigga? Like, oh no, it's just random white dudes with rifles. Like, okay, yeah, man. Racist white people look for any excuse. Like, it's just it. It's like I can justifiably fuck up somebody with dark skin. I'm on it.
Like the Border Patrol needs our help, so we're just out here doing our...
No, they don't.
Nah.
Plus, like, let's be real. The U.S. spends billions and trillions on defense weapons and bullshit every year.
They view immigrants as invaders destroying the country. They're not being nice to them motherfuckers in the middle of the fucking desert in the middle of the night
Not at all.
with military gear and
Like,
shit.
if the U.S. really gave a shit about this, it would have been handled. But the same way that schools are still shitty, Flint doesn't have clean water, and poor Mexicans can
Yeah,
still get into
and
the U.S., it's not
and it's
that
the
big
same-
of a deal.
It's the same people there at the Charlottesville shits. And I didn't have to read it to
I don't
know.
need tiki torch whites. Like, of course, the Mexican forces should be like,
Well-regulated
hey,
militia.
no, cut this out. Anytime I hear militia, like, oh, God.
Like, oh, man.
It's upset white guys looking to just put a bullet in somebody or do some weird gay shit. Like, what is it? We made them all strip naked and lay on top of each other. Like, why? It's not... No. That's not what we're here doing. Plus, we already got the U.S. government putting children in cages. I don't want to imagine what some motherfucker with no oversight is doing if that's what niggas with supervisors are getting up to.
Yeah, it's all bad.
Like, if that's what a nigga with a punch card and a salary is doing, like, I don't want to see what the volunteers are getting up to.
That's not funny.
Don't even pay me, bro. This is all pro bono. I got this. And then nigga just marches off into the desert with some weird shit going on.
There's a category in the pornos
Oh.
with the border shit. I've seen it, but I didn't click on it, but I remember seeing it now.
I'm trying to remember a series. I believe it was Latina Patrol. It's a good time.
Oh, see, I didn't, but they just brought back, Border Patrol shit. That's probably what they're doing.
Yeah, but also I feel like it's like the creep that wants to be a gynecologist. Like, you're imagining seeing the best of the best. You think this shit and you see porny shit in your mind. You're not thinking of the like 70-year-old woman who's just secreting gray shit and doesn't know what's happening. Like, you got to go in there too. Like I told you, nigga came
that's
in.
That's what you get the nurses' aides and shits for.
Like, the nigga came in to do the grease trap. Like, you're smelling that shit. You're not seeing like beautiful models come in like, hey, could you just stick a finger in there and make sure everything is tight and okay? Like, nah, son. You're imagining porn where like, I need you to fuck it to make sure it still works. My boyfriend doesn't think it's as tight as it used to be, so maybe you should go in there and
That's not.
and then all you hear is like
1 out of 500 maybe.
Like, no.
You don't think it's ever happened?
You want to know what? No, that's a male fantasy. I'm sorry. There one time, like maybe a pizza delivery driver got a blowjob from some horny hot chick, but I don't think any dude ever like really fucked his nurse or like was getting a physical from a doctor. She was like, "Oh my god, out of all the dicks I've touched, yours is the most beautiful." Wow, wow, wow. Like, no.
Simpson said that happened to him when our company switched at AK. The son of the big Asian said that the lady, I mean, we did do physicals and the lady nurses was in there, but nigga, you ain't fuck her.
It's like, I've touched thousands of dicks, but yours is something special. Like, no, this lady's touching balls as part of her job. Like, yours isn't so magical. She's like, oh, I've never seen anything like this before. I must have it. Like, no.
When is the draft? Is that tonight?
No, Thursday.
What's today?
Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
Nah, man, you be slow with the uploads. We can't let niggas know what day it is. They gonna be like, they did this shit 2 weeks ago. What's taking these niggas so long?
That's not all the way true.
All 12 of the niggas are listening to us.
That's not all the way true.
Hi. Greg? I'm assuming we got a Greg out there.
You know fucking Greg.
Nah. Every Greg I can think of is like a white guy with like a big head and it's kind of square and he wears glasses.
I know Greg. He's Mexican. Oh, Gregorio. Never mind.
Exactly.
Shut up.
I love that shit. Like, what's your name? Donald? Like, Donald, you mad Asian in here. What's your name? I'm not asking for your slave name, nigga.
Soo
I don't
Young.
want to hear Toby. I want to hear Kunta. So what's your real name, nigga?
I don't think you can say that to people.
Your name? My name is Jonathan Quine. Who? Like, nope. It's not John. It's not Jonathan at all. White people just gave you that look and you went with some simple shit.
Federal Reserve pick Stephen Moore under scrutiny for his views on women.
What was the Supreme Court nigga that we already forgot about?
Brett
Kavanaugh. That was it.
And Megan Good still looking good.
Who engaged in sexual harassment, rape, underage drinking, and pretty much fessed up to all that shit, and then threw a fucking hissy fit and still made it as a Supreme Court judge. So, if you telling me this nigga was just out with some problematic views on women, nah. That's all I got. Nothing really stops rich white people from doing what the fuck they want to do. And we're going to shine a light on it. We're going to put a stop to this. No, you're not. You're just going to be disgusted when this motherfucking gets his shit anyway. We listened to the president of the United States say, I just grab him by the pussy. And when you're rich, they just let you do it. Like nobody tries to stop you. Like this nigga copped to sexual assault on camera. And they fired the other nigga on the bus.
I was just asking about Nicolas Cage the other day.
The fuck was that? Thank God Prince didn't have to hear that.
I think Nicolas Cage was either always like this and like it's like a pie chart, like crazy talented, and it just kept going up and up, and he won Oscars and got big movie deals and led franchises, and it hit a peak, and it's like, oh shit, he's still crazy as fuck. Like this isn't him pretending, this is him all goddamn day. And
What
it
was
just
that
started
one
going
movie?
down.
Leaving Arizona?
Yes,
That's a good one.
Raising Arizona.
Raising Arizona.
I can't forget that. I didn't even see the movie. It was that weird B movie he did, The Wicker Man or some weird shit like that.
Slender Man?
No, it was like Wicker Man. They were trying to build like a giant wicker dude, and he got murdered by bees. Like it was just weird as fuck.
Nah, I didn't.
I just saw like breakdowns of the movie, and I'm like, this was insane. Who watched this?
What was I just watching? Oh, Face Off. Or
Oh man, I still love Face Off.
not Face Off. The other one.
The Rock.
No, the other one.
Damn.
Con Air.
Con Air. Damn, that was gonna be my next guess.
That was it.
It took me a second.
That was a good one. You got any wise words for these people? And you got anything else to get off your chest?
I don't think so, man. It's very
I don't
much
either.
a light week.
Did you go to Easter Sunday, Nick? You didn't. I know you didn't. You don't go to church. I went to church. It was a good church.
I was at work, nigga. I would have went, but I was at work, so you know.
You're a heathen.
Oh shit, I am heathen.
It looks like, do you remember the time with Michael Jackson? Makes
does.
sense because it was in Egypt.
All right. One thing I'm gonna say, just some random thing I gotta get off my chest. We talk a lot about victimhood in America. That's not, whatever. Victimhood in America and like the silent, invisible victims that nobody talks about.
Who?
But here's something that we can talk about, like with the Nipsey Hussle situation highlights this. Black males, and probably black women as well, are the only people in America against whom violence is perpetuated and nobody bats a fucking eye. Like the perception is that we are violent and so violence isn't foreign to us. Violence happens to black people. They're naturally a violent people. That's how they're supposed to go down. Meanwhile, like Blue Lives Matter was a thing. If something violent happens that involves a cop or a soldier, like this is a tragedy, and that is their sacrifice. But black people are just savages. We know cops and soldiers, like these people are trained and they choose to go into these violent situations. But if something bad happens to them, it's a tragedy and they should be protected. Meanwhile, black people are just out here living life, and it's just like those nasty, big lip, big nose savages are just out here constantly destroying shit. So if they meet a violent end, it's okay.
But I feel the same way about them niggas too. That's why they can't show emotion, and when they do, I make fun of them. I'm part of the problem.
Yeah, you're always part of the problem.
I mean, yeah, it's okay though.
And something that's been coming up recently.
These nuts. Sorry.
Oh, your nuts be coming up. That's the problem. You do like a dick coming up joke, but you can't do nuts coming up, nigga. You got a problem. Something's going on there.
At least they ain't sagging. Anyway, shut up. I wouldn't have thought out one. You look like you would say that shit.
If you knew better, you do better. I've been hearing this in many variations, and one thing that I've heard recently that's kind of resonated with me is
Resonate.
opinions change with facts. If you knew better, you do better. Some motherfuckers, especially in like the internet age, love like, nah, I've been riding with this from day one. Good for you, but you might be stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, the first time I heard some shit, I thought this, and then more shit came out, and my opinion changed.
It's okay to keep learning.
Turns out when you're exposed to more information, it's okay for the things in your brain to change.
No.
You don't have to be resistant
Yes.
to like facts
Yes.
and evidence.
Yes.
That's what makes a dumbass.
You been reading comments again?
No, I've just been like dealing with people.
Well, yeah. The more you deal with people, the more you'll fucking see. Like,
It's like, nah.
people like they dumb ideologies. Is that the word?
Yeah.
I don't like trying to use words, but I knew there was a word that needed to go right there. You know what the
was
fuck
it?
I mean, nigga.
Like Chris Rock in...
Where the fuck is my Luther at?
I don't know.
Jeez.
Chris Rock in Dogma.
I need a translator. Yeah.
It's like, it's okay to have a thought. Like, you can change a thought, but you can't change a belief. Like, it's way harder to change a fucking belief.
Motherfuckers need to
it
know
is.
the differences between thoughts and beliefs.
And a beautiful thing I heard Killer Mike say
Imhotep.
on
Not
the
sure.
Jamel Hill is Unbothered podcast. It's a good ass listen. You should give it a shot. I probably shouldn't be plugging other people's shit on here because ain't nobody listening to this. But
You a motherfucking lie, nigga.
Killer Mike said, you don't have to be right to be honest. And that to me is a beautiful fucking sentiment. In that, nigga, tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel. You can be wrong,
Yeah.
but I need to know what the fuck is in your head if we're to go anywhere. Otherwise, this shit ain't gonna shake. You can't. Because if you aren't honest, I can't change your mind. If you're not telling me what you think, there's no way for me to assess that information. If I don't know the crazy shit going on in your head, I can't stop, prevent, or alter any fucking thing, and no progress will be made whatsoever. I'm not trying to save your life, nigga. I'm just trying to move forward.
That's it.
You ain't sharing information, nigga, we ain't gonna go nowhere. I've got some wise words before I get to my proverb, nigga. And it's real simple.
It usually is.
I can't meet you halfway if you ain't going nowhere.
Facts.
A lot of motherfuckers that won't help and want some shit and need some shit, but ain't willing to do shit.
That's every...
Everybody want to be fed. Don't nobody want to eat. You want to eat, you got to hunt, nigga. I'm not going to go take this wildebeest down and bring some meat back for you. I'm going to need you to ride with
Sure
me.
you are.
And if you can't, you may not be able to shoot an arrow or chuck a spear or whatever, but goddamn it, you can help me get ready for the hunt. If I bring some shit back, nigga, help me skin this shit. Smoke some meat. Make some shit happen. You ain't got to be with me in the field to be part of the goddamn team, but I can't help you if you ain't moving.
You ain't shit then.
Not a motherfucking rickshaw driver, nigga. Speaking of which, rickshaws are still a thing, especially in China. You can just hop on one and have it like sit in a carriage and have a nigga like pick up 2 sticks, and that nigga just take off running. It's like a wheelbarrow with a nigga in the back,
I know.
and they just run you places. This shit's hilarious. This ain't a rickshaw, nigga, and even niggas that run rickshaws get paid. This is an equivalent exchange. You part of the team? Cool. Run. Lift weights. Condition. Watch film. Fill up some water bottles. Clean the equipment. Make sure shit's tight. Do something. You on the team? Teamwork makes the dream work, motherfucker. Makes the magic happen. Everybody's on the team. Everybody's got a team.
Sure.
But if you ain't doing shit, you out here eating, nigga. You like a kid. You sitting at the table waiting for a nigga to set your spaghetti down. You want a nigga to bring you your juice. That ain't gonna happen. You ain't put it in the kitchen. You ain't washing no dishes. You ain't season the meat. You ain't clean that shit. You ain't do nothing. You just sitting at the table waiting for a nigga to fix you a plate. You can bring no ice. You can bring no chips. You can bring no soda. You can bring no plates. You didn't bring no weed for niggas to enjoy afterwards. You ain't bring a bottle, nigga. You just here waiting to partake. Emphasis on take.
Everybody just, I don't know. got their hand out, and you're supposed to do shit for them. You ain't know that? Oh, speaking of doing shit for them, Social Security will be tapped out by 2035.
That's cool.
Y'all niggas better get your shit together.
No.
And climate change is fucking up. We got about 15 years before that shit's is.
Yeah, but that's in the future. Plus, we gonna have to do shit to save us? No, thank you.
I'm gonna get my respirator. I don't know what the fuck y'all gonna do. Give me a good respirator. Build me a bunker. Earthquakes in the Philippines. 11 people dead.
Oh man, I hope I didn't do these last week, because I got more. As porridge benefits those who eat and eat it, so does a child benefit those that rear it. That's all I got, Nick.
Oh, that's all you got?
Oh no, I got more. I was just only one on that. The forest not only hides man's enemies, but it's full of man's medicine, healing power, and food. Same shit that nourishes you might take you out of here, nigga. Don't just look in the forest. See niggas waiting to take you out, nigga. That forest may also be your salvation. Oh, the food that is in the mouth is not yet in the belly.
Nah, it isn't.
I don't really get that all the
I
way.
don't get that.
I get it, but I don't get it. It's just not gonna nourish you yet, nigga. You ain't swallow it. No.
I don't got no wise words, nigga. Yeah, I do. I'm sure I can just wing some.
Rich people sometimes eat bad food. Wait, what the fuck? The impotent man does not eat spicy foods. Is that a way to call a nigga like pussy?
Bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got it. So don't be a bitch. And what do I got? What do I got for people?
You should know what's being cooked in the kitchen. Otherwise, you might eat a forbidden food.
That's true.
But eating
Motherfuckers will
processed
try
shit,
to
nigga, you don't get cancer.
poison you. You just be grateful all the time. Especially when you don't want to be. So you need to be the most grateful.
Oh, man.
That's all I got.
They ate our food and forgot our names. It's like white people consuming fucking black
I knew you was
culture
going to do it.
and just not giving a fuck about niggas.
So be nice and share with the black people.
Nah,
but don't
man.
share too much.
It's like anytime you see a white person saying swag or dabbing, it's like, damn, you took it from us. And you ain't eating that spicy food, you impotent bastard.
Oh, that CG looks so bad.
I mean, it looked good back in the day. Oh, nigga, I watched the original one the other day, like the whole way through. And it was worse than this, surprisingly.
Yeah. Look at that.
Somehow,
Look at that.
This shit was successful enough to make 3 fucking movies.
Yes. I don't think I went to the movies to see one of them.
The third one kind of jumped the shark. I might have went with you to see that shit.
Yeah.
But it was a good time.
Didn't he do that in the sand too?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was his thing.
Where did this black dude come from?
Remember that was his
Yeah, no, we know he's a shifty nigga, but still.
thieving friend. Yeah. It's always usually a thief. Oh, so that was my wise words. Be nice. Be thankful. Be grateful. Especially on the moments you don't want to be.
And if you eat that food, remember their names.
Yeah. If you walk in somebody's house, speak to them.
Yeah, that too.
It's crazy how many people don't know that shit.
Yeah, it's fucking bananas. I realize that shit like fucking with people. Or you see a motherfucker with an attitude.
I told you at the barbershop what Coach did to Brandy the first time she walked in there.
Oh, Lord, I don't think you told me.
Oh, for real?
No.
He said, hey, Miss Lady. And she was like, looking like I had just cut my dreads off. Or I was in the process. So she was like, and she looked at me and he said, hey, how you doing? And she was like, I can't believe you did it. And she was talking to me. And I was like, and he was like, excuse me, you got to leave. You got to go. And she was like, what? He's like, no, I'm sorry. He was like, but I just spoke to you. You came in here. I don't know where you was raised. He's like, but you got to go. And after he was like, man, that's an evil one, bro. I don't know what. God ain't in her. Hey, I was like, that shit's crazy. But yeah, speak when you go in places.
Yeah, that is weird that some people don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Like some people weren't raised right. I think we talked about the Maya Angelou shit. It's where she stopped a little girl and be like, it's Miss Maya Angelou. Speaking of which, Maya Angelou checked niggas for like 80 years. Like usually it was this doctor. Like, hey, nigga, I earned this shit. You gonna call me this shit. But it's addressing your fucking elders. Like, it would never occur to me to, like, speak to an older person, especially an older female, and just be like, first name. Like, hey, excuse me, Angela. Like, no, nigga, that's not your friend. It's a grown-ass woman. Put some respect on the name.
People are crazy. Take the time to Be smart, people.
I still remember your fucking mama's friends. But, oh, you can call me this. Like,
Nah.
you miss. You want to know why? I can say that shit while you here. When you leave, I'm going to get hit.
Yep.
Like, no, it's not going down. Can't let these niggas trick me out the streets. I know what you're trying to get into out here. Trying to get me fucked up on the low.
Smoke break.
But nah, it would never occur to me to walk into a motherfucker's house and not speak to them.
Hey, some people, hey.
That's insane.
I'm just here to teach one time, though. I'm not going to spend too much time on
I don't
y'all
care if I've known you
motherfuckers.
for like 60 years, nigga. Like, that's just not going to... I don't give a fuck if I got a key. I won't speak. It's bananas.
Banana. Be smart, people. Be
And
kind.
if you walk in somebody's shit and don't speak, you might be an evil one.
You might be. And
I
coach
can't-
will let you know.
I can't say coach was wrong.
Coach will let you know. The fuck out.
I'm glad you just say get out. Because most things would be like, can't fucking speak. And then say get out. But
Nah, he definitely said get out. Made her leave, too.
damn, I like that. I still ain't gonna pay that nigga to line me up because I don't believe in grooming.
Smoke break.
Smoke break.
He said
Mad
don't believe
scruffy in this bitch.
Hey, that line up with the razors and it'd be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he killed your bird.
Oh, he killed the fuck out of his bird. That nigga look heartbroken too.
Yeah.
My bad. Smoke break. Episode
Smoke break.
24. Like, share, subscribe, comment, tell niggas all that good shit.
All that. Leave a review.
Oh, word? Yeah, do that.
Sure.
Do we have places?
Yeah, man, they can leave shit. I
Niggas
seen the
leave
reviews.
reviews?
Yeah, I think we got 2 5-star reviews now.
Ooh, who was that? Like you and Brandon?
Mhm. It was anonymous. I
I
think.
feel like you was one of those.
Yeah, maybe. All right, smoke break.
Smoke break.